Hello everyone, my name's Laura Riley-Wallace. I'm a keeper here at Flamingoland. We're going to find out all about our conservation efforts we have on site. Welcome to another episode of Zoo TV. So today with our red pandas, we are going to, very excitingly, sex our cub. So we had a cub born about 3 months ago. They've currently been out of the enclosure while some husbandry and maintenance works goes on in the enclosure itself. So it's time to put them back in, and at that point sex, microchip and vaccinate as well our little panda cub and find out what it is. So Flamingoland's role in the conservation of red pandas, we are part of an active breeding program. So we have an adult male and a female that came to us about 10 years ago, and they were for the purpose of the breeding program. So they've had cubs in the past, and now we've got a little one again, just about 3 months old. Catching up animals, restraining animals is always potentially a stressful situation to be in. For us and for them, we try to minimise that as much as possible. And especially with red panda, we don't want them in the hand for too long because they'll start to overheat.
That looks like a little thing.
So those raising of the front paws there is quite a natural defence posture for red pandas, and that again is just to make themselves seem taller, intimidating and larger. You still got your scruff?
No.
No.
Okay, let's just try
Bless you.
Bless you.
Just watch him just losing my grip here.
You okay?
Yep. So, red pandas have a double layer of fur, which makes sexing quite difficult. It does help them survive in temperatures potentially up to -40, where it can certainly be in northern parts of China where they live. However, it gives vets a bit of a unique problem.
It looks more like a robe.
Quite often at this age, if they're male, the testicles haven't fully descended because they're not ready for mating yet, which again can make sexing quite difficult. So it's about finding the space between the genital and the anal region. If it's larger, it's typically male. If it's smaller, usually female.
I can't fully push it out, but that looks more like a penis then.
Yeah.
Because it's almost coming out. You'll got it almost out now. So I would say male.
Yep.
And is that good news?
I put my money on being a little boy, I'm not going to lie. She's always had boys, so it would have been nice to have a girl, certainly. It does mean when he gets older, so about 1 year to 18 months, he'll stay with mum. So once he's older, he'll actually move to another collection. He could be with a female as well in the future and maybe be part of the breeding program, and the cycle continues.
So I'm just drawing up the vaccine for our red pandas.
This is the L4 vaccine that is also used in normal veterinary surgeries to vaccinate dogs against the bacterial disease called leptospirosis. So it's called by bacteria that are called Leptospira, different species that exist for that. So this type of vaccine covers against 4 different types of bacteria from this species. And then I always change the needle and use a new needle to actually go into the animal. And this just gets injected under the skin, just like a normal vaccine. So I'm just listening to the heartbeaters again. So obviously quite fast at the minute because it is very stressed, but there's no heart murmur that I can hear or any indication of an arrhythmia, so no indication of a heart disease. And listening to the lungs as well, they all sound really clear, so no signs of any problems there. I'll just check his eyes. They're all nice and clear. Good boy. And just take the temperature. Whoa, if I can get that.
You got the tail?
I've got the tail.
So one of the reasons why we check the temperature is we want to make sure they're not having any underlying signs of infection before we give a vaccination.
I think that's fine, otherwise we'll continue.
Good boy.
And then the only thing left to do is the vaccination as well, and to weigh it.
Good boy.
So again, the vaccine goes under the skin. Just need to find skin again, there's so much fur.
Done.
Really good.
And then yeah, we just give a stroke at the back. It helps with dispersal, but also leptospirosis vaccines are known to be to sting a lot. So the more you just rub it in, it just helps disperse and makes them feel a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
So the conservation status of red pandas out in the wild, unfortunately, they are endangered. So their population has decreased by 50% in the last 20 years. That's devastating. They live in the Himalayas, so Nepal to China. Quite fragmented populations, unfortunately, but they are arboreal, so they live up in the trees. So they live in a broadleaf trees, and they tend to spend most of their time up there where it's safest. And they are active morning and dusk, so they're crepuscular as well, and generally solitary, just coming together to breed. So the role of a breeding program is to ensure the conservation of this animal. So even if they are conserved in North Yorkshire as opposed to Nepal, it means they exist for the future. If we didn't have them, if we didn't have successful breeding programs, unfortunately we could see these animals become extinct in the wild entirely.